Okay, I'm gonna show you two different options. The first one's gonna be what's called a pocket, and they come with pockets for the insert to go in. And then the other kind is called a cover. So typically a cover, you won't have any pocket for absorbency to go in, and you would just lay it in there, or you wrap something else around baby and put this over that. So this one usually doesn't come with the lining. This one comes with the lining. And so on one size diapers, you'll see snaps like this. And so there's typically like a male snap and then 3 or 4 female snaps. And this would be the smallest weight range that the company lists. Then typically it's about 10 to 12 pounds per snap. So you would just, as they get older or bigger, you would be able to adjust the sizing as needed to fit there. So, you know, you can fully expand it to once they get to the highest part of the weight range. So all I had was a pull up and had to hack it to fit this doll because my son is much bigger than her. So you put it down just like you would a normal diaper, and then you're gonna kind of just come up like a normal diaper. So I would just put it, make sure that you kind of run your fingers along the gusset to be comfortable in there. But because of these snaps being all the way snapped like this, then you want to push the fabric up so that it kind of makes like a clean line. And then I always start with the bottom outside row first. So snaps can be in a couple different configurations. You could have what's called the hip snap up at the top, or no hip snap at all. So just always work your way outside in, start from the bottom and then go to the top, because you want to get the legs done first. So I always start with the legs. And typically you're going to be going 2 to 3 snaps in. You probably won't go more than 3 snaps in unless you have an extra big diaper. And then, yeah, you just want to make it comfortable. Now you don't want it too tight to cause lines, but if it's about the lines like you would have after you put a sock on, then that's fine. But because you aren't worried about leaking, because you have a disposable underneath it, you could actually even loosen this a little bit more. But you always just want to make sure that this excess fabric from the rise snaps is tucked up. Now you just place them. So you want to make sure that you have enough room for baby to sit up comfortably. Like, think if you have too tight jeans, then this could potentially be uncomfortable if there's no elastic. Some of them come with elastic, like my covers have front elastic, and you could have this more snug against the skin. But typically if you can see there's no elastic there. So you want to make sure that there's no muffin top. So even if like the hip snap here doesn't, you know, you could snap it like this, you could snap it like this, or you could snap it all the way across with 2 between it. It just depends on the situation that you have. So I'm gonna finish snapping this. And it looks like this is probably gonna go there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then now you have a cute little diaper on, and you can tuck the top if you want to. Just make sure that it's not too snug. And with the cover, these will be probably actually more comfortable with a disposable, because it usually has like extra room. Because on a cover you can put it over something called a fitted diaper or a pre-flat diaper, which has more fluff typically than a insert does. These are great for overnight. Like, honestly, if you're having leak issues overnight, you could try to throw one of these on there over your disposable too, to just kind of keep everything contained. So the same thing I just did before, I snapped all the snaps, and I'm gonna make sure that that excess fabric is just pushed up there. I'm gonna put this on her. And every time you get a new diaper brand, it's gonna be a little bit different, just because all of our cuts are a little bit different. But see how, because of that excess leg, it's going to be a little bit more comfortable probably. So let's just see about this. And again, I'm just going around and tucking everything in. Gonna run my finger along the gusset, and I'm gonna start with that outside lower level, and probably 3 snaps in on this one. And then again over here. Especially nice if you memorize the snap pattern if you have a wiggly baby so that you can do it fast. If you have an older baby, you could even snap the bottom snaps in their usual spot and have them step in, which is what I do with my son. And then you finish snapping once they're comfortable. But yeah, then you just kind of tuck everything. This one's a little bit more fabric just because it has room for that fluff. So you can pull it a little bit higher on the back if you need to. And then just snap. And this one will probably be about 2 away. And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be even. And even if you did use it for absorbency or trying to protect it, you still don't have to have them even unless it's something that bothers you. But yeah, overall, pretty comfy there.